eModels.co.uk. Make something awesome.
Hi, welcome to part 10, which will hopefully be the last part of eModels build of Meng's Ford GT40 Mk.II from 1966. And in this part we're doing the rear of the car. So that's the engine cover, the inside, a bit of tubing, there's a grille to go on the back with some PE parts, which we're doing next. And then it's basically painting, masking things up. Like these are all silvery coloured, blue, black. Pipes will be matte black as well. This grille's black, and these are blue as well. So it's getting a bit sorted out. Okay, we've moved on a bit with the model. So we've painted the outside with the blue, and a few other bits and pieces that are blue, black inside. So what we'll do now is just get some warm water. Start fitting the decals. Then we'll do is start from the top. It's a little one. Come on, pick it up. There's one at the top there. Fits around this little round thing, so that'll give us a starting point. Then we'll work down around the spoiler at the back, and we can start putting things together. So I've got a few of the stripes on. There's quite a big gap between the top and the bottom there. Thought I'd a little metal rule. Just get it lined up there, and see all lined up, got the length of the top. So I'm just going to let them settle down a bit, and then I can put the spoiler on temporarily, because the stripe goes over the top of that. And so we can get it all lined up. So just sort of show where I'm up to. Okay, so this is what I came up with to get the spoiler in the right place. Obviously tape to hold it in place, but a couple of toothpicks just to make sure the holes line up so it's all the right height. So when that's loosened, that should fit on there and be all in line. There you go, that goes all nicely in line there. Okay, as you can see, I've got the number on, still settling down over here. We can see what I need to do. So I've got a dark blue line, which goes over the top here, but all this part here will need painting in white to match this. So I just need to work out how much of it is white. Okay, so that's got it masked off. So that looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do is paint it with white primer, and then the X2, I think it is, for white. Yeah, X2 for white, gloss white. Okay, just gotta get that sorted out. Back in a sec. Okay, so that's all the prep work done. So what we're going to do now is build up the rear section of the car. So you've got the white bit painted on there. It's worked out pretty well. So what we'll do now is work through the instructions. So there we go. So we're making up this part first, and we fit some piping in, and then there's the bonnet cap boot catches on the side to fit, and it all comes together, and then we move on to fitting things to the top of it. So we'll do this bit first. So this is the internal part for the rear part. So this is the bit underneath. So we fit these pipes in. So one part fits into this hole here and threads through there, and the other part fits in that notch over there, so they fit in like that. Okay, it clicks in there. That's how I get this clip to click up here. Okay, a bit of tubing in. Some repeat on the other side. Okay, so it's got those two pipes in. All nice and tidy, and let's get the catches in. So I fitted one already on that side. So same as with the front, just make sure you get the right way around, and then fit it over for little pointy bits. Okay, so that's in there. So what we do now is fit it in this way around. There's a couple of location bits that fit in. Yeah, there's a couple of slots there to sort of fit in. Stick it in around the back, so we've got the wheel arches. Okay, so it seems to line up okay. So yeah, there's a couple of screws which go, where do they go? Yeah, so there's a little hole there. Just make it out. So there's a screw going there, so I'll just go and get those sorted out and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so that's those screwed in. So there's one either side. Okay, so now what we'll do is fit a couple of things inside. Okay, so what we'll do is got these vents. Okay. So let's have a work out which way around they go. So this part is, so it's like to the top, but it's the bottom part. So it goes in this side, slots in over okay, so that's got those in on both sides. Fairly fiddly, fairly tight. Got to get it right up at the top of this. Sorry, this on this side, and give it a good squeeze down. Okay, so what else? So now we fit the rear lights. Okay, so with the rear lights, basically just get a little chrome disc and a red lens. Just pop it in like so, and when it's practicing with this side, it's popped straight in. Of course, now when I'm filming, it's all fiddly. Come on. Oh, dear me. So, get it in the hole and give it a good squeeze. And it pops in. All smooth like. There you go, rear lights. So next up we've got sort of hatch window type thing, which is made up of 3 parts. It's got chrome one, blue one on top, and a clear part in the middle. That goes in first, then the clear part, which is higher at the front, and then the blue part goes over the top. And then look, just should click together. See if this fits in there better, and then I can fit the whole thing in one go. Oop. Come on. There we go, seems to be in. So we've got a silver part which fits through the little holes there, and you just get little silver bits showing for the nut or rivets, and that I'm assuming just pushes on. Actually, that was a screw from underneath. There you go, through that hole there. So let's get the screw sorted out. There we go, that's all. And then the other one. Obviously tell which way around it goes because that's got the white bit on it. There you go, that's those fitted. Yeah, so now I can fit the rear window. Same as the others, it's masked off, semi-gloss black, and the little nuts picked out in silver. There we go, coming along nicely. So what we've got next. So now we fit this to the car, and then fit the grille at the back with the spoiler, and then we're onto the wheels. So just have a little sort out, clear the desk, get some bits and pieces together, and then we'll move on to this part. Okay, so what I do before I fit the car, just make up the rear grille. So that has these photo etch parts, basically slot in from the back. And held in place. I don't think you need to glue them, but we'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, I'm going to glue them. So I'll get some little bit of CA glue sorted out, and we'll get those in. But that's basically what you do to fit them in. Slot them like that. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of CA glue just in each corner, just to hold it, and we'll be back. Okay, so that's got the grills glued in. So there's a couple of little spots in each corner that holds it in place. So we'll be fitting this in a sec, along with the spoiler. So that's the rear part. What I've done is basically painted a couple of bits inside with a matte black, just so it there's a couple of scratches on these that have covered up a bit. So what we need to do now is fit it on these two parts here. It's the hinge for raising the back up. And they go on these parts here. Okay, see how easy or hard this works out to be. There we go. There we go. So I just need to paint that a little bit chrome as well. Yeah, we'll zoom out a bit. There we go. See, it is a big beastie, isn't it? So anyway, let's get the back sorted out. So we can come to the instructions. We fit this part in. So there's little holes around this groove, and there's little pins on there. So we match everything up and push it all in place. Here's the theory. I don't know if you can hear that, but someone's got a chainsaw, I think it is, out there. So I say, just pushes into place. So the last bit we fit for this rear part is the spoiler, which has, here we go, in here, there are several little push pins, so we'll get those out. And also in there there's the inflator valves for the wheels, but we'll look at those in a little bit. So again, I'll see if we can get an angle where we can see what's going on. Going to push pin and then start at one end. Come on, it's so hard to get something stuck in a hole. There we go. It gives the impression you just push it in and it's supposed to hold. Anyway, we'll soon find out. Let's try one at the other end. There we go. So that's the rear spoiler fitted. Oops, bringing everything. You can see the line front to back all lines up nicely. So what we'll do now is go pause for a sec, and we'll move on to doing some wheels and getting those fitted. Okay, back in a sec. Okay, so there's the wheels. That's the front wheel because it's smaller than the rear wheel, and just fitted that to see how well it went on. So effectively, shove it over. Yeah, jiggle it about a bit until it's all fitted on. Like so. So, once got those fitted on, there are some decals. First there's this thin blue line goes around the wheel on here. It's got lots of Goodyear things on here, but they don't seem to go anywhere. It doesn't say in the instructions what they're for. So I'll have a look into that, but basically all these go around the wheels. And so what I'll do, I'll give me trays and things out for the decaling, get those on, and then we'll come back and fit some wheels to the car. Okay, back in a sec. Okay, moving on with the wheels. I tried to put that these decals on. I had a couple of a go with a couple, and well, for me they were just impossibly fiddly and wouldn't stick, and basically moved all over the place if you touched them slightly. And so I've gone with not having them on, but good luck to you if you have gone yourself. But very, very fiddly. So what we need to do now is fit these to the wheels. So we'll do the if you can pick them up, there we go. Let's do the tyre valve, that's the one, that's an easy word for it. So these fit into these little holes. Over the hole and push. There we go. So do that with all the others. There's always one that plays up. Anyway, back in a sec. Okay, so that's got all the valves in. So it fits them to the car. So in the back of the wheel is a hexagonal part which fits over the wheel hub. Quite simply like that. And then we screw the wheel on. Okay, that still goes around. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll get all four wheels on, and then we'll finish off with the chrome tandy-ropey things. Okay, just pause it there for a sec. Okay, last thing to do is fit the wheel hub. There's three little holes in there, you can see that, and 3 pointy bits. And basically line them up. Seems to be holding. If it folds out, I'll put a bit of CA glue on it, and we'll just cut the rest off and fit those. So a little bit of a tidy, and we'll have a look at what we've got. So there we go, that is Meng's 1/12 scale Ford GT40 Mk.II from 1966. F-weight. It's a big beastie. In fact, I'll look the other way. There we go. So, if you want to do this kit, get it from eModels. That's eModels.co.uk. Brilliant website. Most things are always discounted, and I think this model is well worth it. It does take me a while to do it, but there's other factors built into that. So, brilliant model. I really like this. If you're building this without filming it, I think you'll have probably a little bit more fun, because as I say, it is always a bit tricky when you're filming them as to what to show. But otherwise, that's part 10 done, and the build is complete. So, apart from the tiny thin decals around the wheels, everything's come together reasonably quite well. Bit of suspension on it. So, that's part 10 done. Thank you very much for watching if you've got this far, and as I say, pop along to eModels, that's eModels.co.uk, and get yourself one of these. They're a really good kit. Okay, thanks very much. Bye bye.
eModels.co.uk. Make something awesome.